Now then, here's a young man who... How lovely to see you.
Thank you, Des. It's lovely to be here.
Are you still... Are you still playing golf?
Oh, every day, every day. Yes, it's. I can't get away from it. It's on the brain. It's on the brain.
Where did you get that?
Oh, you gave it to me.
Only because it's kind of a New Year's present for you.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's lovely to have you here. By the way, while you are here, I got a bone to pick with you, Russell.
Shall we?
Some years ago, I had an album on the go, and you did a commercial.
Did I?
Oh, yes! And you did Strange Things. If we have a little look here, you'll see that commercial. Just so you can't say, I didn't do that. Here's a little look at that commercial.
Remember romance, the way we were dancing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, funny enough, all the years I've known you, you know, and then suddenly when you're coming on the show, people give you notes about the person you're going to interview or talk with. And I didn't realise you were quite a large family. You're one of, what, 5, 6 kids?
Yes, I have 5 brothers, yes. It was a big family.
So you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth?
No, no, no. I had a brother made in Taiwan. We were poor, very poor, actually, yes. My mum used to sew rubber pockets in our trousers so we could steal soup. It had its good moments. I mean, once a month my mum would take us out for tea and biscuits, which was nice, but I could never understand why we had to give a pint of blood first. Strange family, though, strange family.
New Year's, that a special day for you? I mean, you make resolutions, you do all that stuff, or is it, being a pro, I suppose, is just another work night?
Yeah, sure, that's true. I'm working New Year's Eve, yeah, but...
What about New Year resolutions? Is there anything you're going to do?
Well, I'm going to stop hoarding things, I think.
Stop what?
Hoarding things. You know, like keeping on to things. I mean, do you do this? I mean, I do a lot.
I think a lot of people should throw certain things away and don't.
Yeah, we do. We hoard things because you never know when they're going to come in handy. You know, but they're useless. Like if you fit a carpet, we keep all the offcuts. And it's interesting because all the offcuts are always triangular shaped. You know, I mean, you've just fitted a square room, and yet the offcuts are triangular. I've got a loft full of triangular offcuts. You could carpet a pyramid with mine. But we hoard things, we do. Like old underpants, we don't throw them away. No, because they'll come in handy one day, you see. Dusters, I suppose. You ever seen anybody dusting around a house with a pair of old underpants? What would the neighbours think, you know? And here's the best, because you know when you're painting and decorating, and you stir the paint, what do you use? A piece of stick?
Yeah.
That's all, just a piece of stick. To stir the paint. It's an ordinary piece of stick. But we don't throw it away. No, we keep it, you see, because it'll come in handy next time you're going to paint. So you wrap it up in newspaper, piece of stick, and keep it in the shed. The trouble is, next time you come to use it, you can't, because you can't get the newspaper off. It's all useless things. So I suppose as a resolution, I'll stop hoarding.
What about, do you keep, you know, we got a drawer, I think probably happens in everybody's house, there's one drawer with everything's in there.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's one drawer, if you're not sure what to bung it in there.
Everything's in there, isn't it? Brown paper, you know, a souvenir bottle opener from Rill, all the bits, you know, old photographs, all those bits, you know, plastic bags, everything's there. Do you know what's at the back of that drawer, though, Des?
No.
I'll tell you. One of the great, amazing mysteries of the kitchen. A set of keys. That doesn't fit any lock in the house. We've all got them, haven't we? Eh? A set of keys. I mean, I was in the drawer the other day, and sure enough, at the back was a set of old keys which doesn't fit any lock in the house. I've tried the front door, the back door, the shed, the wife's bedroom.
Like that. Hey, you got any more of those jokes?
Stories?
Yeah, but that's what they are. They're stories. You don't consider them jokes.
No, here's a lovely story. There's a chimney sweep, if you like. He's been a chimney sweep all his life. He's just come to retirement, and he's a widower, bless him. And he's sort of looking in his little OXO tin to see how much savings he's got left. He's talking to himself. He said, here's me, been a chimney sweep, 40 years of my life. I pedal to work every day of my life, up and down the chimneys. Let's have a look at the old savings. What would the old lady want me to do now? Bless her soul, she's up there now, God bless her. He said, what have I got in the tin here? He said, I've got £250. He said, that's my life savings, because I've been a sweep for 40 years. I've pedalled to work up and down them chimneys. He said, what would she want me to do? I'm going to buy myself a little motor car. That's what I'm going to do, my first little car. So he went to the car auctions and bought a little Triumph Herald, £150. Little bargain. He said, will you look at that? He said, I've got my first motor car because I've been a sweep all my life. I pedal to work every day of my life, up and down the chimneys. He said, look at me now. I've got my first motor car, a little Triumph, and I've got £100 in my back pocket here. This is my lucky day. This is my lucky day. What would the old lady want me to do now? I'm going to the races. He says, that's what I'm going to do. He's only been on the road 10 minutes in his little Triumph Herald, and bang, up the back of the car, big Rolls Royce. So he gets out of his car and he walks around and he said, well, look at that, it's all concertinaed at the back. He said, here's me, I've been a chimney sweep all my life, pedal to work 40 years up and down the chimneys. Look at that, my first little motor car. Look at the mess at the back now. He said, look at you. And the window went down on the Rolls Royce, you see. The guy said, look, I said, I'm awfully sorry. He said, I was just twiddling along. He said, and I came around the corner and you were all of a sudden there. He said, I'm awfully sorry. He said, well, listen a minute. He said, I've been a chimney sweep all my life, pedal to work up and down the chimneys. He's 40 years. He said, look at me, it's my first motor car. The old lady's looking down on me. He said, look at that. He said, what I'm going to do? The fellow said, well, look, he said, here's £500. He said, will that compensate? Well, she said, that's very good of you. He said, thank you very much indeed. He said, this is my lucky day. The old lady's looking down at me. Look at this. He said, I've got £500 there. He said, I've got £100 in my back pocket. There's £600. I've got a car I can fix. I'm going to races. This is my lucky day. And the fellow said, where are you going anywhere? He said, well, I was going to the races, Governor. He said, well, let me give you a lift. So they shoved the Triumph Herald out the way and he climbs into the passenger seat of the Rolls Royce. He said, I can't believe this. 40 years I've been a chimney sweep, pedal to work every day of my life, up and down the chimneys. The old lady's looking down at me. Look, I'm sitting in the Rolls Royce here. I'm going to the races. I've got £500, £600 in my back pocket. This is my lucky day, he said. So they go into the race course and straight into the owner's enclosure. They get out and the guy gives him a race card. He said, what do you fancy for the first race, then, Governor? And the fellow said, well, he said, I don't know. He said, I've got a couple of horses running myself. I fancy Lester Piggott for the first. He said, you fancy Lester? So he goes up to the... £100 to win on Lester Piggott. Comes in at 4-1. He said, I can't believe this is my lucky day. He said, look at this. He said, I've got £400 there. He said, I've been a chimney sweep all my life, 40 years. I've pedalled to work every day, up and down the chimneys. His wife's looking down at me. He said, I've got £400 there. He said, I've got £600. He said, I've got £1,000. This is my lucky day. He said, what about the second race then, Governor? The fellow said, well, I don't know. He said, Willie Carson looks pretty good. He said, you fancy Willie? He said, sure, all right. £200 to win on Willie Carson. Comes in at 5-1. He said, I can't believe this. He's got £1,000. He said, I've got £1,000 in my back pocket. This is my lucky day. 40 years I've been a chimney sweep, pedal to work every day of my life, up and down the chimneys. The old lady's looking down at me. She said, I can't believe it. I've got a car I can fix. I've got £1,000 in my arse pocket. This is my lucky day. So he said, what are we doing now then, Governor? Third race? And the fellow said, well, have you eaten? He said, let me get him. He said, what do you want, hot dog, hamburger? He said, I'll get him. He said, I've got a few bob. He said, I've got a table in the restaurant. Come and join me. He said, I can't believe this. Look at this. He said, I'm sitting in the restaurant here in the races. He said, this is my lucky day. 40 years I've been a chimney sweep. I pedal to work every day of my life, up and down the chimneys. Look at me now. He said, I'm sitting in the restaurant. I came in a Rolls Royce. I've got a car I can fix. I've got £1,000 in my arse pocket. The old lady's looking down at me. Look at, I'm having soup in a basket. He said, this is my lucky day. I can't believe this. He said, this is wonderful. He said. So they came to the last race. He said, what about the last race, Governor? What do you fancy? He said, I don't know. He said, look, I don't mind. I'm going to have a little bit of flattery. I've got £1,000 in my back pocket. I've been a chimney sweep all my life, 40 years. I pedal to work, I'm down the chimney. His wife's looking at me. He said, I'm feeling lucky. This is my lucky day. What are we going to do about the last race, then? And the fellow said, well, normally, he said, what we do in the last race, about a few chaps and I, about 8 of us. He said, we sort of get up a little kitty, throw a few pound in and sort of get up a little sweep. He said, I knew there was a catch in it somewhere. He said...
Now then, Russ, you started out in the business. You started out with a group and as a musician, as a drummer. Mm-hmm. Have you kept the sticks?
Oh, I've kept the sticks. That's one thing I will hoard, yeah.
You better have, because we've got some drums over there.
Wow.
We know we're going to talk you into to do something for us. You're going to play something for us?
I'd love to.
Yeah?
Yes, I'd love
Get the old paradiddles.
Yeah,
Russ Abbot, going to play.
Thank you.
And sing, sing.